I'm going back wild. I'm going back
Tuffnut.
wild.
Tuffnut.
I'm gonna
Tuffnut.
beat my drum.
Tuffnut. Rock. Rock. Tuffnut.
I'm gonna nut.
What the?
Tuffnut. Tuffnut.
What is up, Fabblers? Welcome back to the Boosting Spendog channel. Beanie Boosting Spendog here today. And I've got a deck tech for you. Yu-Gi-Oh! Style deck tech in person of my Tuffnut deck. Now, the Tuffnut deck is reaching its final form. So, I'm pretty excited to share the deck with you all and talk about every card. And before we get into it, I got a few announcements. So, the first thing is we hit 500 subscribers or something ridiculous. 576. We were at like 300 a month ago. So, let's fucking go. Secondly is I do have a metafy for this deck. It is not needed. I will link this deck below with Sideboard and everything so you can just go and play it. You don't need to get the metafy. However, if you do want to support the channel, what I do, the videos, it helps me, and it's got detailed notes on every card, synergies, how to play the deck, matchup notes. It's got the whole shebang. So if you are keen, it is in the description. There is still a February link with matchups that you can just click and just go to Talasha, have fun with. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the deck tech. So this is this is probably one of my favorite heroes.
Tuffnut. Tuffnut.
Shout out 3 Floating. We got on the 3 Floating channel recently, which was absolutely hilarious. And he made some cool recommendations at the end of the video to add to the deck. So I've been playing around with those a little bit. But this guy, Tuffnut, is the first 3 intellect hero in the game. Instant tap, pitch the top card of your deck. If it has 6 or more, pitch, the crowd cheers you. And whenever the crowd cheers you, you create a toughness token. And this right here is that toughness token. I've been thinking about making a Patreon and just ditching metafy, making everything just super free. And then on my Patreon, making some maybe custom toughness tokens. So, I don't know. I'm just copying Mansan. I'm just going to be real. Let's get straight into it. So, these are our equipment pieces. We've got the Scaling Flesh Bag, Block 2, Intimidate. This card is kind of nutso. This card is like anti-anything. Like, Brutes hate it. Go Wide decks hate it. This is an absolute staple in the head slot. I have been thinking about putting Crown of Providence in the deck, because if you Arsenal a doo-doo card, it is permanently stuck there. And being able to cycle it out of there and get another card in hand can actually be quite nice. But the Flesh Bag has just proved being amazing. So that is the Flesh Bag. Next up, we've got the Rock. Now this is the star of the deck. Rock. Rock. I love this piece. Such a funny card. This is the Gem Pack promo. I am looking for a Marvel Rock. If you go on, hit me up. Kwan, I'm looking at you. Once per turn action, 3 resources attack. Activate this if you have no cards in hand. And damage that would be dealt by this cannot be prevented for 7 damage. This card is my favorite card in all of Flesh and Blood, maybe ever. If Fresh and Buds has me back on their podcast and they ask me what my favorite weapon is, it's Rock. Alright? It's Rock. This is 1 card 7. Every turn of the game is undeniable value. It is so good. And it's a question your opponents have to respect. Nothing further on this card until we get more into the deck. Gauntlets of Tyrannical Rex Cold Foil. This card is an absolute staple in the deck. What it helps you do is use excess floating resources and gets cards out of your hand so that you can swing the Rock. You can pay a resource, tap it, your next attack this turn gets +1, but you can only do it if there's a 6 in your pitch zone, which is super often. Temper 2, great block. You only block with it once, and then once again when you're about to die. But that often doesn't happen because Tuffnut, it keeps winning games. Here we've got the Fiona Spring Tunic, classic Flesh and Blood staple piece here. This is your Rock Insurance. So this card is more key to the deck than you would think. So the deck ratios, 3 reds, 27 yellows, 30 blues. And the goal of the deck is to pitch blues, and then occasionally you pitch a yellow to get a toughness token with the Tuffnut hero ability. If you do pitch a yellow and you don't have a vigor, your tunic is your insurance. So this card is going to help you guarantee that you swing rock at least every 3 turns, which is super nice. And between then and whenever you don't have tunic up, making that vigor is going to be super key. And lastly, we have boots to the boards. When this defends, you may pay up to 3 resources, create that many toughness tokens. So this being temp 2 means we can use this effect twice, and it is one part of our sexy combo, which I'll talk about later. But being able to get rid of cards from your hand with this card is super good. So let's get into the deck. First up, we have Jaws of Victory. This card is quite the staple. Sometimes I want to cut it, but most of the time it's totally fine. It is essentially a 2 for 8 with Go Again, because if you have less life, the crowd cheers you, and then when the crowd cheers you, it gets Go Again. And if the crowd cheers you, you make a toughness, so it's pretty good. I'm counting the Go Again as the 8th value on it, because who knows, chat. But like, it's just such a good piece. You can arsenal it, whatnot, and I need 2 more foils, just FYI. We have a lot of Go Again in this deck. Agile Windup. Instant discard this, create an agility token. The great part about this card is that you can dump it. So yet it's a 2 block, which is the downside, but it's a yellow 6, which is what we want in our deck. We do have a lot of yellow 6s, and most of them are dumpable. The whole goal of this deck is to block really well, and when an opponent takes an off turn, we just punish them real hard by swinging 12 damage straight back at them. And the deck is real consistent at doing that. We've also got Buckwilds. So we have 3 blue and then 3 yellow Buckwilds. I'm really sorry about the lighting. My setup is so jank, but you know what? I'm a real keen baked bean to make this YouTube video. 3 blues, 3 yellows. This card is very nice. You can often overpitch a yellow 6 into a blue to give this Go Again, and then you can activate Tuffnut, pitch off the top to swing rock. And it's a 4-card 13, which is quite nice. And it's just like a great way to actually extend your hand. You can get lucky by finding a blue 6. And if you can guarantee that there's a blue on top, it's actually a 1, 2, 3 card 13, which is ridiculous. We also have Dig In. Now this card is quite an awesome card. When this defends, you may pay up to 3 resources, create that many toughness tokens. This card is essential in the deck, because what it does is it lets you get cards out of your hand and carry over value into the next turn. It's a block 3, comes in yellow and blue, because we need that 6 here for the value. And it's also essential for our little combo that we've got going on in the deck. So more on that later when we get to that. Next up, we've got probably my favorite card, 3 Good-Natured Brutalities in beautiful extended art. Oh my lordy lord. This card is just nut a butter in this deck. When this defends, if you have no cards in your hands, it gets +6 defense and the crowd cheers you. So it makes a toughness, and then it blocks for 6 if you have no cards in hand, which is more often than not, because that's the goal of the deck. Every turn is a puzzle to swing rock, essentially, right? And this card is beautiful. This card just lets you block 6. So let's say you're just playing into a brute. If they go Wild Ride, you block with 2 cards, and then they go, I don't know what happens after a Wild Ride, CNC or something. You can just block perfectly with the Good-Natured Brutality. Your whole hand just like blocked 12, maybe even more, because of toughness tokens. And then on your turn, you can Tuffnut rock. And that's the beauty of this deck. This card is an absolute game changer in blocking tall. Now, do you remember when I said cheeky little combo? I'm just going to go rip the 2 combo pieces out of this deck. Ooh, secret spicy tech. We have Humble Entrance. It is only a 2 block, but that is whatever. Create 3 toughness tokens. So this making 3 toughness tokens and being a blue is super relevant, because what this does is it lets us set up for our Heroic Grit. Now, Heroic Grit reads, your next attack this turn gets +1 power for each toughness you control, and it makes a toughness. right? And we're playing 3 of this. So more often than not, we're going to be trying to stick this in our arsenal. Because this card is 1/2 of the combo. If you draw a second Heroic Grit, that's like go time. That's like go, you have the combo, send it. So you can stick one of these in arsenal, and then you can use, if you draw a Humble Entrance, you can play it to make 3 toughness, which means this will be giving your next attack +4, right? Now, you can use cards like Dig In, and you can use cards like Boots to the board to actually create even more toughness tokens to make this wombo combo turn even bigger. So Humble Entrance and Heroic Grit are like the combo pieces of the deck. Very strong for pivoting back and making a wall that your opponent can't get over. More often than not, they just block you out, and then you get full tempo and you can start swinging some hands. Next up, we have 3 Song of Sinew. This card is like Nutter Butter. This card is Poggers. This card is Hot Fire and Flames. It's like, imagine, what's that one card? Whispers of the Oracle. Opt 4, but it's red. This card is essentially Whispers in yellow and pumps your next attack, which is like ridiculous. This reveals the top 4 cards of your deck. You can put them back in any order, and it gives your next attack +X, where X is the number of cards with 6 or more power revealed this way. So you can play this, and then you can rock them. I don't know what you're going to reveal off the top. In this deck, it's usually between like 2 or 3. You can get a little bit variance, but the main part of this card is that it's a pump. You can play it, and you can fix your next hand. A cool thing about this card is that you can actually activate Tuffnut if you already know the top, and then you can stack your next hand and the card you're going to pitch off top. So you can look at it, you can be like, okay, there's a Buckwild, there's a Clash in here. I might put the big attack power card on top to guarantee I win the Clash. And, if it's a Clash with Vigor, you can keep the yellow 6 on top, which guarantees you get the toughness and the Vigor to swing rock, and it's guaranteed rock swing. Like this card, just, it's a glue piece, and it doesn't send a lot of damage, but it's dumpable glue piece, and I love it, and it's so much fun to play, and I don't think I could cut it unless I went absolute crazy mad, which I am absolute crazy mad, so I might cut it in the future, but I really, really like it right now. Next up is a spicy one. We've got the Thick-Hide Hunter. When this attacks or defends, discard a random card. Now, the important part here is not the yellow 6 power, it's that it blocks for 6, and you can discard a card from your hand. I've had turns where I've had a full hand, and I've had an agility, and I can just go Thick-Eyed Hunter, discard, and that allows me to swing rock straight after it, which is super nice. Also, it's just a 2 cost. You can arsenal it, and if you don't hit a blue off the top, you just swing this from arsenal, and it was like you never pitched a yellow. Also, being able to block with this and get cards out of your hand is super nice. Or you just block with your whole hand, and it blocks for 12. Same thing. You can like block 2 cards on the first chain link, and then the next chain link you just block with a Thick-Hide Hunter, and it blocks for 6, and it's ridiculous. And it's one of the reasons why this deck, having 3 intellect, is so powerful, because it's like not having the 4th card in your hand just like strictly gets around the Thick-Hide Hunter effect here. Super awesome card, and I love it to bits. Next up, we got Tough Smash Up Blue and Tough Smash Up Yellow. Now this card is super strong. What it does is when you can defend with it, you can clash. So you clash, the winner creates a toughness. Okay, cool. We get a toughness into any warrior on the face of the earth, assassin, any deck with low power. And then the best part is, it says you may put your revealed card on the bottom of its owner's deck. So if it's a card you don't want on top, you can just bottom it. So you're digging for the card you do want, which is more often than not a blue. If you've already got a Vigor and you've got a blue on top, you just dig for a yellow. And you've got 6 of these. It's essentially, when this defends, you opt 1. It's like so good. Now, if you thought Tough Smash Up wasn't enough, we've also got 6 Vigorous Smash Up. This card, also just phenomenal, right? Same thing, clashes for a Vigor, but it makes a Vigor, which is like super key, because if you flip a yellow, guaranteed rock swing. You flip a blue 6, gauntlets, rock swing for 8, which is like the sauce. This card is like an absolute staple that we have to run 6 of. I was almost running them at red at one point, just to add consistency, but the amount of vigor you create is like undeniably amazing. We're also on 3 Barraging Beatdown. Now, if you don't know the source with this card, what it says, your next brute attack this turn gains, while this attack is defended by less than 2 non-equipment cards, it has +2 power. Cool, sure. Our rock comes in for 9, right? But the cool part is that it says Intimidate here. So, when you play this, you can intimidate your opponent. You can take cards out of their hand, and maybe you rock them to death. Great. But, I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but it says here, target hero. So you can target yourself, which I have said in past videos numerous times. And oh my god, has this card saved me a million rock swings. People love to IP me with 2 cards in hand, and they think I'm just going to set a 2 card 6, lose some value. But when I have the barraging in hand, holy gat! We get to intimidate a card out of our hand, and now we have no cards in hand, and swing rock for 9. Now, they have to block in our rock, so this doesn't get the +2 value, which is great for us, because then we can easily block their next turn and start pivoting a little, maybe go a little bit more aggressive. But we can intimidate cards like a combo piece. So if we want an Arsenal, a Song of Sinew, a Heroic Grit, or a Humble Entrance, we can, right? We can stick that in our arsenal, and boom, shakalaka, we are setting up, getting ready for the combo. Now, the next 2 cards are real spicy. This is Beat the Same Drum. So, if you've controlled an agility token this turn, create an agility token, then repeat for confidence, might, toughness, and a vigor. Now, this card is a dumpable blue. I am playing an overcrowded in like the 3rd slot here, but I'm just thinking about switching overcrowded back to Beat the Same Drum. So I might be running 3 of these in my most recent list. You'll just have to see. Card is like juiced. So if you have a vigor and a toughness, it'll make you a vigor and a toughness. And if you don't need it, you just block with it. But what it does is it adds just consistency to your deck, and it's also a dumpable card. We make agilities, toughness, and vigors. And I was thinking about adding in cards that made might, just to combo with this, but I don't think we need to rely on that. I think having the agility, toughness, vigor is really nice, and I've been really liking this card. So we're on 2, might go to 3. Now, the reason I've got 1 overcrowded in the list is because of assassins. Having just 1 of it as a target means that whenever they codex, we can just get it straight back, arsenal it, and block with it, and just like cook their value. But usually, this card in the list just sucks. It just blocks 2. Maybe it just blocks 2 because your toughness cracked instantly. So it's not the greatest. So I'm probably about to cut it for Beat the Same Drum, but it is a cool thought to have in the deck. Shout out Aiden. Energetic Impact is a staple. Staple. When this defends together with a card with 6 or more power, create a Vigor token. So this card makes a Vigor, right? Crucial to the deck. It's a blue, and it's good at winning clashes. Making the Vigor and blocking with another card is super strong. I've talked about Vigors enough. I'm sure you understand. Vigors just increase the likelihood for us to swing rock. And this card just does it perfectly, and I need 3 extended art really badly, or else I might explode. Just a quick side note, I love beating my drum, and I love having a Tuffnut rock activation. This is Wind Up the Crowd. Look at my 3 extended arts, rainbow foil, so beautiful. This card, I have a love-hate relationship with this card, chat. So, essentially, you can instant discard this, create toughness and a vigor. It's a blue 6, so it goes in the deck, right? But it blocks for 0, which is okay. You can use toughness and block for a little amount with this, which is a good use case. But most importantly is that this creates a vigor. So, if you have Tunic up, you can go to your turn, flip the top card off the top. If it's a yellow, you can crack Tunic and then discard this, and you have a vigor for the next turn, and then you only have to wait 1 turn before you get it. the Tunic back to keep guaranteeing the Rock Swing. But by then you should probably have a Vigor on that turn anyway, right? Which is why I really like this card. And if you flip a blue off top, you get to keep your Tunic, and then you get to create the Vigor for next turn, which is even more insurance. And if you have to discard it, it's 2 value because you have the toughness. But you don't really want to be drawing this card, you just want to be pitching it off the top most of the time, which is good enough for me. Card is sourced. And lastly, we have 3 Altar Art Promo Rekka Romps. This is my favorite card. It is a blue 6 that blocks for 3, and you never attack with it, unless you have to. It being 2 cost is really nice to Arsenal, but then you have to keep a card in hand to discard to play it, which, like, I'm cool with, you know, deck just runs it because it's a blue 6. Nothing fancy except the art. Holy yat. Now that is the main 60. That is where I'm at right now. I really like the deck. Deck is so consistent. It's unbelievable. Its only bad matchup is like go wide aggro decks. But apart from that, if you're just playing this, if you have a meta that's like all Guardian, the deck shines. The deck is so good. I don't even know how to explain it. 3 intellect, 2. 3 brain cells, and a dream. Let's get into the sideboard tech. First up, we have Skullhorn. This is a alt art by Jacob McCormack. Shout out Jake from Team Snapdragons. He's been putting out some crazy content. Skullhorn is our AB2 headpiece, which we run. We run this into Verdance. And we also have Null Rune boots and Null Rune gloves. I've got the Japanese promos here. These are just all played in Kano into Verdance. We probably just play these 2. But we can fatigue Verdance if we play the arms. Depends how you're feeling. But they are all in the list because we can always use all of it. Next up, we've got Gravy Tech. So this is our Romping Club. I really like this into Gravy because it guarantees that we get to kill an ally. And sometimes we can use the once per turn effect by discarding a wind-up. Like wind up the crowd or agile wind-up. Makes it into a 5, so we can kill certain allies. We can guarantee kills into Chum, etc. Now, let me go find the hidden source. We have 2 red overloads, which are strictly for Gravy. They block 2, which is nice, which is better than Outed, and these are only for Gravy. So, if it hits, against go again, which is really cool. It's a red, which is the downside, but I don't care. Because we have 3 Midas Touch. These destroy allies. If you pitch a blue up the top, you can go Midas Touch into Romping Club. And that's a 2 ally kill, which is super juice. Midas Touch also kills Whaler. So be sure to try to keep a Midas Touch in Arsenal for Whaler. And try to protect it. If you think they're going to send Conk, try to play around it. Try to, you know, keep this card safe. And that's when you want to give your armor, usually. But this is going to get you through the Gravy matchup, and you're just hoping to fatigue them and punish them whenever they don't do anything. So that's the Gravy board. I've got Quick Dodge Flexes here. This is kind of nice into aggro matchups. It makes Fire winnable, and it really just allows us to use our whole hand and block effectively, deny some on-hits. You can pitch a card off the top and just turn it into 6 value because you're an elite gamer and just do things like that quite often. You can even Tunic for an extra 2 value. But I really like Quick Dodge Flexes. We've also got Balance of Justice, cheeky cold foil. This is also for Gravy Bones because, you know, he draws 1 million damn cards. Now this is our Verdance package here. We run Numbskull Charm, also into Kano, and R-Smash, probably also into Kano. What these do, we'll start with the Numbskull Charm. It destroys a Confidence or a Might. You can play this into Pleiades or Lyeth because they like to create these tokens. But more importantly, the crowd cheers you and you pitch the top card of your deck. If it has 6 or more power, create a Vigor token. So you Arsenal this into Gravy Bones, not Gravy Bones, Kano, into Kano, and essentially allows you to pitch a card from Arsenal. So if you try to Tuffnut in response to like them Kanoing off or whatever, you can respond straight back with Numbskull Charm, guarantee the pitch off the top, and then AB a little, which is really nice. Into Verdance, it also just stops their Storm Strider's turn as well. So this card I really like into Wizards. And now we've got R Smash. You can play this into a number of heroes. You can play this into Kasai, you can play it into Gravy, you can play it into Verdance, Kano. You just start smashing potions. It's mostly in here for Verdance because Verdance will try to combo you, usually with healing potions. And this just denies it. You have 2 in here just to guarantee that you smash them. They can still combo you with 2 healing potions, but that won't matter because you're an absolute weapon on Rock, on Tuffnut, and you just smash them. You just ruin their lives. You can just like block out, stay super healthy, smash them to bits, and then that is it. End their lives and rock them to death. And then here are our tokens. This is an extended art called for agility. I need the Marvel. I need Marvel so bad. Mansant. When are they coming? I will get them soon. I will be getting them soon. But these are the tokens. And that's the deck. That's the deck. All the links are in the description. Deck list in the description. Metafy in the description. And as always, half an hour on the dot, I reckon we play some classic constructed games. Alright, Fabblers. We've got a game. It's a Vincent, which is kind of wild. So for Vincent, we're going to want to bring out our AB shoes. And then we don't want any of this, right? I don't even know if we want this. So I'm going to say that's it. I'm going to zoom in on my face. My beautiful face. And that's the wrong way. Oh. Okay, cool. So we're going to want an Arsenal. This beat the same drum. And you probably can't even hear me because my mic's all the way over here. Now we've got the mic. We're all set up. Let's go. I want to filter these cards out of our hand so we can see some cooler cards sooner. I wonder if they're going to take a little bit damage. Or Tuffnut in response. Yippee. I guess we missed 1 damage here. But if it was a blue, we weren't able to filter the dig in out of our hand. Which is chill. Vincent, I haven't played him too much. So if we get rolled, it's not going on the YouTube channel. But I have high faith that we'll be able to beat Vincent pretty easily. Alright, just blocking out here. Arsenaling, beat the same drum. Star phase. Bro's got multiple starter phase triggers. What the, oh, he's just got the 1, right? Yeah. Eloquent Eulogy. Cool. He's gonna grasp for some extra Runadunas. And I presume this is all he's gonna send. Or he's gonna play the Machinations here. Because he knows he's got to get that extra card out of his hand. Now this windup is going to get us 2 value either way. However, I do want to block with these 2 on the follow-up. Because it's going to give us a vigor. And then we can play beat the same drum to get it back. So we'll just take the 1 rune chain here. And if we get culled, who gives a fuck? Who gives a damn? I'm going to block 4. Real nice on this. No succumb. I really want this vigor. Having this energetic impact here, super strong. Having overpower against Tuffnut is a little scary. I have been thinking about putting like block cards in the deck. But the deck is so saucy, it doesn't even matter. The deck is so juiced. Bro's feeling eloquent. Bro's gonna read the runes. I think bro might just pass. Oh, bro wants to play the cull. Let's think here. Doesn't even matter. I'm okay with this trade. Because we can just discard this here. Goodbye, energetic impact. Now this turn could get a little dicey. I want a blue. We hit a yellow. We will ability and pass. That's okay. We like dodged their whole turn essentially, which is super juice. I kind of just want to send this whole hand here. I don't know. Let's put me here. Painful Passage. He's going to banish a Deathly Whale, and he's going to give it probably go again. Who knows? Buff was selected. Cool. So I'm going to stop 3 Rune Chants, and then I'm going to block for 6. And then gonna hope for get out of my face, Rune Chant. Talishar, my fav. I know I've said Talishar bad in the past, but I really do love Talishar. I was talking to Zach. I was watching the Agroblaze live stream, and I said that in chat, and he said no. Because the Talishar devs put a lot of work and effort into this, and that we have an undo button, and most people don't have that. And I was taking Talishar for granted, but I do really love Talishar. So, shout out Talishar. Alright, our turn is just Send Rock. Oh, we hit a red off the top. This is going like ridiculously, atrociously bad. This is like really bad because we can't even use Tunic there, which is like, I'm absolutely gutted. Then we're gonna dig in. Oh, he's just gonna pass on us. Brilliant. Stupendous. Because this turn, Hot Fire and Flames. We could get a little greedy with it. We could go Song. And then we'll activate Tuffnut. Hopefully find a blue. Or if we find... No, we have to find a blue 6. And then that wouldn't work. So we actually have to go Buckwild, pitch these 2. And then we can go Gauntlets into Rock. Yum. Now, this is the fun part about Tuffnut, where we just get to extend hands because our deck is so juiced and gas and filled with go again. And oh my god. You think you can set up? Gets punished. And they can't even face perg us because we're just too goated. If we pitch a red here, that is okay because I played around it. We hit the yellow. Let's go. We just swing Rock now.
Rock. Rock. Tuffnut. Rock.
Oh, we're getting reduced to Rune Chants. God damn it. That's okay. They take 3. I wonder what he's gonna do. I think he's gonna try Wombo combo me. Which I can probably deny with the Scaling Flesh Bag. And then our turn, we can do the Buckwild into Rock. But also, we can like AB for block 6. And just say how you're doing. And just actually deny, or block 7. And absolutely deny this Deathly Whale here. Which I think is what I'm going to do. Oh, it's unpreventable. Shit. Fuck. But this has go again. And it's like guaranteed to fire, I think. He's going to make 1 Rune Chant in the back. No, he's going to make 2 Rune Chants in the back. Which is okay. Because then we can block with this Buckwild. Good play. I enjoy this play. That's actually totally chill. Maybe I should have overpitched this. But that's whatever. Send the Deathly Delight, bro. Send it. Even though we did miss 2 Rock Swings, we're still in a really good spot. Tunic? What's bro gonna use Tunic for? Grasp? Bro, you've already got the 2 Runadunas. Oh, he wants the Deathly Whale. That's a yikes. So we have to take all these rune chants. Which is okay. Like, this is Vincent's combo turn thing. And I'm like, I have to change my background. What are we gonna change it to, chat? Let's change it to Dated All. No. Everfest. I know this is not gameplay. Yo. Why does Everfest kind of go hard? Tunic. Rock. For 7. There's the Tunic bailing us out of the 3rd turn unfortunateness. Mansan. Fuck it. Should we just plug the shit out of Mansan? Like, Levia. Oh, wait, did his undo just change my background? There's no way. Come on, Talisha. Or am I cooked? I think I'm cooked here, chat. He just took it. He just took the 7 damage. Let's go. Bro, it thinks I'm in the Everfest mode. Come on. Come on, Tally. Tally Shah. Banishing a Deadwood Dirge. So no rune gates in hand, which is key to know. Just having go again, it's probably irrelevant. Thick-Eyed Hunter, absolutely coming in clutch, because we can just AB this and then rock him. And this is blocking for 7 on his 5, 6. But I presume this is unpreventable. Yeah. So we'll have to take the first one. And then this one, I think we can pitch an AB. Now, if he culls us, I don't care. He'll get the Heroic Grit. But we might as well block. No, we should have overpitched, actually, once again. Because we had the Thick-Eyed Hunter. Oh, bro, I keep misplaying. But that's chill. That is chill. I love Tuffnut because you always block more than you are supposed to. Bam. Is that it, sir? Read the runes. What do the runes say, Rinset? Tell me. Tell me your secrets. Blue. Rock. Yes! We hit a blue. We hit the blue. We are so juiced with the sauce. Bro, I can see a line on my arm. We are juiced with the sauce. Pitched a Buckwild. Thank God, because we hadn't seen a blue in like bloody ages. Yeah, here they are. Here are the blues, mate. Yep, hit me with that shadow puppetry. Now, I like the 4 rune chants here because it lets me pitch my whole hand and then block for lots. Do I want to block together with these 2 to guarantee the vigor? The answer is yes. So, first one's unpreventable, which is chill. Don't need to overpitch on this one. Just need to start Arcane Barrieing. I don't know how soon he would call me, because I don't know how Vincent works. Play a little bit of Vincent in my time. Oh, this has go again, doesn't it? Shocking. That's okay. I would rather make a vigor heal. Bang. Put that one on the stack, baby. Put that on the stack. Tuffnut. Make a vigor. And then this is a key turn to throw beat with the same drum. I'd love to beat my drum. So we're going to beat our drum next turn, and then we're going to nut. 4, don't give a damn. Do not give a damn. I'll block more on the first one and take the second one. I don't give a damn. You heard it here, folks. Maybe the correct line was to actually block this on the first one and then block this on the second one. Tuffnut. Tuffnut. Beat the same drum. Rock. Now, take 3 cards. What they're going to do is they're going to banish a cull and pass. Beat the same drum was such a glue piece right there. It was so saucy. And if he's going to just like do that and then pass or whatever. Like, that's sick. Because look at this freaking hand, bro. Look at this hand. I don't want an AB. I just want to clash. For real. Baby girl want to clash. Can't succumb this hand. Now this is a combo hand. Do I want to sink right on the crowd? No, and we won the clash. That's actually peak. God, I love this class. God, I love Tuffnut. Oh my god. The consistency is ridiculous. Runaways, you better be on my list. If Runaways ain't on my list, Runaways is smoking. So first of all, we Tuffnut. Wait, no, we don't do that because then he can respond. So I want to play the Heroic Grit. And then I want to play this. And then I want to do this. And then since we have the Vigor, we can just throw it into our gauntlets. And then we send Rock for 11, 14. I'll take it. That's a big number. Big number. Who said we couldn't convert our hand? Who said, oh, I'll just pass and I'll let Tuffnut convert their hand? No one said that. No one ever said that. Thanks for the hand that would have actually been great to play, but he decided to block. Unfortunately, he doesn't take a Blood Day, but he does make a Rune Chant, which is good. Good on you, mate. Good on you. Shit. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Tuffnut first. If we hit a yellow 6, we can pump it into gauntlets. Sick. Gauntlets. Now, I could Arsenal this Heroic Grit and be badass, or I could just set it now. And I think what I want to do, we haven't seen any widespread destructions, so our Arsenal could just get hit. And also, I don't want to send like a minuscule attack, let him block however. But also, I don't want to get face perked. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send it now. And, you know, be badass. Make it a 0 for 4. Fuck it, right? Going for 7. When am I going to start streaming? Great question. Oh my god, 2 blocks? And a D-React? Take me home. We got that endgame rock inevitability, baby. We got that rock. I got that rock in me. Now, we can go AB3, block 6, and just, like, Goomba Stomp. Stop. This is one of the key things to stop is the Deathly Whales, because they make 2 Rune Chants on the back every time. I'm debating blocking with armor here, but then I can't rock him, so fuck it. Just block way too much. And we do a little clashing for the Tough Smash Up. And we tie. Do I want to sync Recromp? No, because that is the best card to pitch in our entire deck, mate. Yeah, mate. Struth, mate. You think you can do damage to me? Watch me. Oh, I'm not gonna do that now. That's not happening right now, chat. I'm just passing.
Tuffnut. Duh. Rock.
Beat my drum. Tuffnut. Bro cancelled their blocks. Faceberg, Faceberg, Faceberg. I want this guy to Faceberg. Now, I don't even know how we got to 500 subscribers, but that's gaming. Tuffnut best deck in format, and this deck is banging. I wonder how he's going to get to 4 Rune Chants. Or he might just even pass. Okay, so let's think here. Do we want to discard Wine Up the Crowd? The answer is no. I want to Tuffnut first, always. Tuffnut resolves. We hit a blue 6. We're gaming. We'll just send this. And then since we don't want to get face purged, we'll go Song of Sinu. Now, we get to pick our next hand and the card we pitch. So, we want to... I guess we could have maybe not Gauntlets, send the Tough, and go to Vigor. But that was my misplay. And, you know, we live, laugh, learn. We really want this vigorous one of the crown top, and we just like block whatever this is. The top, and then this doesn't matter. So we got to set up our next hand and the card we pitch, which is Super Juice. We're going to attack with this. Juicy 9. This allows him to block 9. If he gives me face poke, that'd be nice. But every time he blocks, we like fatigue him 3 cards, which is real good. Tuffnut is a real strong mid-range deck. And I'll piss. I'll piss the turn to you, bruv. Yeah, bro. Definitely whale, bruv. That's Brian Gottlieb in the testing room. So this is going for 4 arcane and then 6 physical. So we want to block. I think I want to AB 3 and then I want to block 6. 1, 2, and then 3. And then we'll take the last one because we're a gamer. Cull me. He doesn't have the cull. Chuck us Vigor. Vigor. We get the Vigor. Do I want to sink one out of the crowd? No. Card is busted. Who's putting all these cards on our top today? Like, goddamn. Tuffnut.
Toddlets.
Yo, shout out to Aiden, because that 3 floating video where he committed to the bit the whole time had me geeking. That was peak comedy. I was at work. I was just watching this, and I had customers come in, and they're like, "Why are you giggling?" Because of
Tuffnut.
and they didn't get it. But that's okay. Now I know we missed rock swings at the start of this game, but we are still coming back because we're an absolute value machine. Deck is cracked. Deck is so busted. Like, if they just pass, we can dump our whole hand. And we win the game. But also, our hand block and our hand big resource. I wonder how famous I am. Like, if I just give a million shout outs, if anyone gives a damn. Shout out Brian Gottlieb. Shout out James White. Shout out Damien. Shout out Damien. He needs to wind up the crowd and a draws. I have them for you, bro. When I see you next, I have them for you. Who else am I going to shout out? Let's shout out Demos. Shout out Jake. Shout out Coffee. Coffee my goat, but he won't be watching this. I want an AB3, block 6. This damage is unpreventable. Okay. This is actually going to be 9. So he's getting his rune chance off this no matter what. Which is okay. You always block with the blue one here, I think. This doesn't have go again. This is the last thing. But I would hate to get succumbed here after playing this humble entrance. On our turn. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Playing the humble entrance. If they try to succumb, I would have rather blocked with these. Block for 6. We're getting Tim. But if it's succumb, they just play it at instant speed. So I am more than happy with this trade here. Tell me what they ain't. Bah, bah, bah. I know there's like soothing jazz over this, but I have like some crazy hip hop playing. Shout out this song. This song absolutely freaking slaps. Alright, is he gonna pass? Or is he gonna do something else? No, that's it. Deathly Whale is the one we have to stop, but the Unpreventable is such a huge part. And we flip a blue. Rock. Just nutted into my rock. I don't know if LSS will ever give me a promo or a spoiler. Carol, I know you're watching this. I know you're watching this video. And shout out Carol. You want to give me a spoiler card so bad. I'm going to make one of my usual videos soon. I've just been real busy. As always. Aren't we all, chat? I'm getting culled. Wait, is this an instant speed? No, this is using his action point. Okay, so how do we use our hand? I'd really like to keep this Buck Wild. Arsenal this. And then we're going to banish this dig in. And then he's going to pass on us because he has no action point here. Arsenal this. Hopefully we pitch a blue, otherwise we can just tunic it. I think he's trying to set up for a big combo turn here. Which is a good idea has been set. And is my opponent here? Opponent, hello. Okay, they did it. If they pitch a yellow. If we pitch a yellow, can we go Buck Wild? Go again? It's a blue. Honestly, if they face poke me here, I don't give a damn. I'd rather them get the face poke out of the way. But I don't know if he can use it. He'll need to go again, please. And he's used... He's got one Painful Passage, one Shadow Puppetry. He's blocked with all 3 succumbs, which is W. And he's used all 3 Shadow Puppetry. So he has 2 sources, maybe 3 sources of go again left in the deck. He is running thin. He is at 14. And he is face poking me. So that's crazy. I think what he's doing is he's running out of threats in deck. Like this is his pitch deck. Perchance. Actually, this isn't his pitch deck, bro. He's pitched 2 cards all game. What am I on about? Rock. I'll throw out the rock playlist in the comment too. Okay, Tunic, and he's banished a Widespread Ruin. He's gonna Envelope in Darkness. Wow, this creates a rune chain? That's pretty good. And we just AB 6. Block for 3. Maybe I'll in-team him. Oh god, it's a blue Mauve. But this is a lot of damage that we just can't take, chat. Bang. I don't know if Talishar can improve the rune chain system, but you know, it's fine. I feel like it has to be like this so that Vincent can respond with like their instant. I don't know what it's called, like Doomsday or something. Also, shout out everyone who commented on my last video. I read all the comments. Can't respond to them all because there's too many of them. But I do read them all. Oh god, he's going to cull me. Should have AB'd. Chat, I've been culled. This is an armor situation. Gonna block with my boots here because I'm scared. Maybe I bag him right now. No, I'll take 7. That's chill. I wonder what his next turn's gonna be like. If we can send Rock, that'd be great. And Rock is like super guaranteed because we've pitched 1 red this game and we've got 2 reds in the graveyard. So it doesn't matter whether we pitch a blue or a yellow because we have our Rock Insurance. Okay, please pass, bro. Are you there? We're going to pitch a Wrecker Rump here. And we got close. Rock. I wonder how many threats he's got left in deck. Because we've seen the culls. 3 blue, 3 red, 2 yellow. He's got 1 more yellow Deathly Whale, I think. And I think that's what he'll banish here. But he won't have enough rune chance. So he's going to have to pitch some cards from his hand. Thank God we drew the Thick-Hide Hunter because we're gaming. And holy smokes. What we're going to do is we're going to AB all of it. I mean, we could take 1. But what am I going to do with the 1? Realistically, right? There we go. We get the concession. Does he have any more threats in deck? Gotta hit him with a good game. Nah. Oblivion. There you go. He's got 1 widespread left. Chat, I didn't see any widespreads in here. Where are all the widespread destructions? I don't know. Anyway, well played. GG's. Ah, there's another one. Maybe he's only on 2. I don't know. I'm just looking briefly. There's a third one. I saw it. Maybe. I might just be going insane. Anyway. W game. Now I don't want to make the video longer than an hour. So that was a pretty good showcase of beat the same drum. And even though you lose, you can like lose value on rock swings. Like you can just miss a few. You can still get there because your rock is inevitable. The rock is inevitable. They can't stop the rock. The rock will always happen. No matter what timeline you're in, buddy, you're gonna get rocked. Thank you so much for watching. Click all the buttons down below. I need 1,000 subscribers, like as soon as possible. Like I need them real bad. Like I need them because without them, I can't do the grocery shopping this week. You know, like I can't do basic. I can't eat breakfast without subscribers. I can't, etc. So that's it. If you like the list, let me know. Let me know what you think of the list. Let me know if you want me to add anything to the Metafy if you do get it. I want to make it as best as I possibly can. And thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.